This week on Fly Rod Chronicles, I get to be part of a special project that opens up 9 miles of new trout waters in my home state of West Virginia. Thanks to our good friends from the West Virginia DNR and the forward thinking of Jim Hedrick and John Smith, they designed an excursion for those who like to get off the beaten path and escape what West Virginia has hidden in its beautiful mountains. We got it all this week: trout, trains, and a float trip down the Greenbrier for some smallmouth bass. So stick around, you are going to love this one. Traveling the world, fishing, enjoying the great outdoors. Those are things that would have seemed impossible to me when I was a kid growing up in the mountains of West Virginia. I'm a lucky man, and I never want to forget it, and I'm hoping that sharing my experiences with folks will inspire them to do the same. I'm Curtis Fleming, and these are my Fly Rod Chronicles. So Jim, we get to work together again.
I know, yeah, good to see you.
Yeah. You know, the last project we did was the Gold Rush, and
Right.
that was really successful. And I even got to fish. I got to catch a couple of those brutes.
You did, yeah. That was a great opportunity. Glad you was able to get to come out and see where the golden trout was made, and that was awesome.
Yeah. So now we're doing something a little different here, and I understand this was a lot of your brain went into this.
Well, it takes a lot of people to make this kind of thing happen, of course.
Yeah. So this stocking that's done by railroad, tell me a little bit about it and how many miles and that went into this.
Sure. So this is a new location that we just started stocking this year in 2023, and the Greenbrier. This is the Greenbrier River, just downstream of where the East Fork and the West Fork of the Greenbrier come together. So really where the Greenbrier River starts, and we've always stocked the first few miles by a truck because we've had access to do so. And the rail was not available. It had gotten washed out from flooding and is now back in operation. So we worked with the rail authority and are now able to actually bring our truck on the rail and stock an additional about 8 or 9 miles from the area where we stopped stocking with the truck the whole way to Cass Scenic Railroad.
Yeah.
So it's a brand new area that has not been stocked before. And I think the great thing about it, or one of the great things about it, is it provides more of a unique walk-in fishery. You have to make a special effort to come here. You have to be willing to walk a distance, but the rewards are great when you do so.
Nice. All right. Thank you. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Don't fall. There you go. Thank you, man.
growing, sunshine and the wind blowing in your hair. I don't care, baby, you can take me anywhere. Pedal down, hearts racing to 100. All we gotta do is keep the engine running. Oh, let it wild, let it curve, every now and then singing love to a summertime song on the radio dial. You and me is on with me, soaking in a little wild and free. No love, we don't know where we're going, we just wanna get going. Hey, we don't know where we're going, we just wanna get going. We don't know where we're going, we just wanna.
So Jimmy, here we are. You know, as little kids in Bridgeport growing up, I felt like we were playing on Simpson Creek and playing in the mud and in rivers. And here we are as adults playing in the rivers.
I love it.
Yeah.
This is what I think about every day.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be out on the river, especially this time of the year. I'm always out and about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, your story is really cool, and how you got involved with CEC, and what you're doing here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you look at a place like this that, you know, devastation happened.
Right.
You know, we had a major flood in '85, then it followed up by one in '96, and it really took this whole section of river out. It made it inaccessible to most people, and now we have things like this where the states come on board, and you have federal money and state money coming together to open this back up. So now we can come back and fish again, and really see places people haven't seen for 30 years.
Like, thanks for coming out and fishing with us, and again, you know, looking at a project like this, I know for me, I won't just walk through it. It's going to make me appreciate it more.
Yeah.
And again, like you said, devastation sometimes brings good things like this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Making gold. My main man Charlie made one change to the fly. One change. And we struck gold. Do I have a net man? Now, my man Jimmy's gonna help me. My man Jimmy Christie. I think we used to do this maybe back in the 80s, didn't we, Jimmy? Back in the day. And we just struck gold, baby. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Oh, nice. Nice. Come on up here, baby. Jump again. That's a TV fish right there, isn't it? He come up and ate the white woolly booger. And again, TV fish.
Honey, baby, meet me just one last And sweet.
Freight car steaming down the line to Birmingham. My guitar is the only friend that gives a damn. Running on the borderline.
Well, the idea at first was not to allow that track to get torn up.
Right.
So
Yeah.
we started this little, we bought a little locomotive. It's still sitting out there. You see it in Durban there, the little yellow one,
Yeah.
on the little Leroy. We just decided, Kathy and I, we'd just start fixing the track out one tie at a time, see how far we went. So we got a couple miles and then opened it up for an excursion. And the odd thing about it is, without any advertisement, anything, people just keep, they like trains, I suppose they like train rides, just kept filling it up. And so as things moved along, we get another car and another locomotive, and we got the Climax from Connecticut, and it just sort of keeps building.
But tell me how that idea come about.
Be able to stay in the wilderness but have the comforts. So we took a caboose, basically, made it in an RV. One of our board of directors is spearheads this whole thing, owns these cabooses, and then we make a shared arrangement with them. And so when you go out there, you're in an RV along the railroad tracks in your own siding, and there's no road, no nothing. It's just you in the wilderness. It's pretty
Yeah. So for any of our viewers out there, if you want to see West Virginia and it's raw, I mean, and when John said, let's go for a ride, let's go up the tracks, he said, you know, I'm going to show you bald eagles, 2 different species of eagles. I'm going to show you otters. I'm going to show you black bear. I'm going to show you lots of fish, different species of fish. I'm going to show you West Virginia in the wild. And not only that, I'm going to take you up on a train. We're going to drop the caboose off. You're going to get your groceries, your friends, your family, and you're going to have all the comfort of an RV. And you got bunk beds, you got shower, stove, oven.
It's an RV and a caboose.
Yeah.
It's got all that in a caboose.
And you take them up there, drop them
No
off.
highway.
And nobody, and firewood will be there, and da-da-da-da-da.
So when we put them online every year, they sell out instantly. You know, every slot that we can fill
Yeah.
for the back and forth. You know, because you ride down in your caboose and then you ride back in your caboose. So it's your private car for whatever length you're staying.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
While you're staying at Cass Scenic Railroad State Park, everybody always comes first to ride the train. But we have a Cass Company store. Cass Company store is open 365 days a year. We also rent out the cabins here in Cass. There are 40 total, but there are 25 of them that we rent. And those are available for rent all year round. While you're here at Cass, any day the train runs, Shay's Restaurant is open. A lot of people come here, of course, ride the train and go to the store, but they don't maybe know about the restaurant. So while you're here, make sure you come and check out the restaurant. Also, while you're here, the museum's open any day that the train is running and other times too.
We hop in the Rocky Mountain rafts and head downstream to fish the lower section of the Greenbrier River and target some smallmouth bass.
All right. Fishy. Fishy. Do I need the net? I better get the bigger net, I think. I might.
Charlie, I know you're trying out for a comic relief here, but you know what? That right there is called.
It's got gills.
It's got gills. There we go. There we go. Getting a little bigger, huh? I think that is a Brian Boyard fly, isn't it?
It is indeed. That is Brian Boyard fly. Yes, it is indeed.
Right, man.
An orange crawfish pattern. About the, basically the same pattern we were catching them on in Hinton, but it's orange, not
Right,
purple.
right.
Get him out of there.
He came to eat, didn't he?
Yeah, he ain't playing.
Let's see this
There
guy.
you
Let me get some wet.
There we go.
Look, there we go. Look, he's a little chunky, isn't he?
Chunky. Got a little belly on him.
I know. Look at that guy.
Belly.
Seriously.
Nice.
There we go. All right, man.
Guys, we're trying to do an interview here.
I mean, we're bug geeks. I mean, have you seen anything like this here?
No, these green drakes are amazing. They'll be dropping lower and lower. They'll be on the river before too long. Might have to stay a little later.
I know. This is crazy. Another good trip, huh?
Yeah, we got to see all the Greenbrier River. So we started off going to Cass, seeing the work they've done up there, the train.
And that castaway, that caboose, I mean, what another good excursion for the state, right?
Yeah, I mean, folks come here, they visit state parks, but there's also these other opportunities. Like, that's a unique experience that you'll find in few places. Be able, out on the train, you won't see a soul, you can fish when you want, all the stars. That'd be an amazing place to stay.
Yeah, so that new stocking from Durban down to Cass, what made the state do that, Brian?
Well, that was the brainchild of our hatchery manager, Jim Hedrick. He does quite a bit of fishing, and he wants anglers to have that ability to kind of do a float and trout fish. And we don't have a lot of opportunities for that in West Virginia.
Yeah.
But when that stock truck runs in the spring, you can put in and do that float down, see that amazing scenery, maybe stop at the caboose, have a night. So yeah, it's a great opportunity for people to have another experience in West Virginia and on the Greenbrier River.
And I think Evan's telling us that we got to finish our interview and the show.
Sounds good.
All right, come back for more Fly Rod Chronicles next week.